Here are the 9 contestants preparing themselves for today's show, hoping to win up to £10,000. But only one can win the prize money. The others will be sent home with nothing, as one by one they're voted the weakest link.
Welcome to the weakest link. Any of the 9 people in the studio today could win up to £10,000. They don't know each other. However, if they want the prize money, they'll have to work as a team. But 8 of them will leave with nothing, as round by round we lose the player voted the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
I'm Bernard. I'm 73 years old, and I'm a retired local government officer.
My name's Martin. I'm 25 years old and a software engineer from Farnborough in Hampshire.
I'm Karen. I'm 42 years old, charity coordinator from Merseyside.
I'm Clive. I'm 47. I'm a teacher from Edinburgh.
I'm Scott. I'm 36 and I'm a food consultant from Sutton Coldfield.
I'm Donna. I'm 25. I'm a sales consultant and I'm from London.
I'm Sharon. I'm 39 and I'm an NHS information officer from Newcastle upon Tyne.
My name's Habib, I'm 31 and I live in Sunderland. I'm unemployed.
I'm Sandra, I'm 53. I'm from Stetchford, Birmingham. I'm a children's writer and entertainer.
Now, the rules. In each round, the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £1,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. Get your question wrong and you break the chain and you lose all the money in that chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe. However, you start a new chain with 0. Remember, at the end of the round, only money that has been banked can be taken forward. You have 3 minutes in round 1. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. That's you, Bernard. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Bernard, who played both Frank Spencer and the Phantom of the Opera?
Michael Crawford.
Correct. Martin, which London team played against Aston Villa in this year's FA Cup final?
Liverpool.
Chelsea. Karen, which artist is famous for cutting off part of his ear?
Van Gogh.
Correct. Clive, in which city was US President John F. Kennedy assassinated?
Dallas, Texas.
Correct. Scott, in maths, what is represented by a symbol resembling a figure 8 lying on its side?
Equals.
Infinity. Donna, what P is a vertical rock face?
Don't know.
Precipice. Sharon, with which country would you associate the geographical term billabong?
Australia.
Correct. Habib, in the play The Importance of Being Earnest, which character was found in a handbag?
Don't know.
Ernest. Sandra, in the do-re-mi music scale, what note follows la?
Fa.
T. Bernard, is a chrysanthemum an annual or perennial plant?
Perennial.
Correct. Martin, what part was played by Desmond Llewellyn in the James Bond films?
Q.
Correct. Karen, is Wellington on the North or South Island of New Zealand?
North.
Correct. Clive, what is the name given to the device used for checking the pitch of a musical instrument?
Tuning fork.
Correct. Scott, which astronomer was the first to observe the moons of Jupiter?
Hubble.
Galileo. Donna, what do you call a young bear?
Cub.
Correct. Sharon,
Bank.
which psychologist wrote The Interpretation of Dreams?
No. Don't know.
Freud. Habib, is Muscat a red or white wine?
Red.
White. Sandra, which actress was Andre Agassi married to until 1999?
Brooke Shields.
Correct. Bernard, which cereal is it accustomed to throw at a wedding?
Rice.
Correct. Martin, who played the title role in the TV series Hamish Macbeth?
Pass.
Robert Carlyle. Karen,
Bank.
In which West Indian dance does the dancer bend backwards and pass under a bar?
Limbo.
Correct. Clive. In education, GCE O-levels and CSEs were replaced by what single set of exams?
GCSEs.
Correct. Scott. In the nursery rhyme, what are little girls made of?
Sugar.
Sugar and spice. Donna. Which gland secretes the hormones which regulate growth, pituitary or thyroid?
Pituitary.
Correct. Sharon. Which songstress recorded the hit album Jagged Little Pill?
Don't know.
The answer is Alanis Morissette, but your time was up. Team, you banked only £120, so you easily missed your £1,000 target. You can't afford dead wood. One of you is about to leave with nothing. It is time to vote off the weakest link.
Statistically, the weakest link is Scott in this round. He got all his questions wrong and lost the team £120. The strongest link is Clive, answering all his questions correctly and banking the most money. But will the votes follow the facts?
OK, pens down, voting over. Please reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Sharon.
Scott.
Scott.
Donna.
Sharon.
Habib.
Martin.
Scott.
Scott. Sandra. Why Scott?
I think he should have known the nursery rhyme of sugar and spice and all things nice. He should have known that.
Habib, why Scott?
I think he hesitated on two different questions. I think once is pretty bad, but two.
Well, Scott, it was so promising to begin with. You sounded extremely confident when you told us your name, didn't you?
I did.
But with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
As the cards went over, I realised that when I was voted out that I was a little bit disappointed because I wanted to do well for myself and for my family. I think Karen will perhaps be the next to go because she must have been getting answers wrong because there was no money for me to bank.
Round 2. You've won a sad £120 when you could have won £1,000. 8 players left. We're now taking 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round, that's Clive. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Clive, how many metres are there in a kilometre?
100.
1,000. Donna. Wensleydale in Yorkshire is particularly famous for which type of food?
Cheese.
Correct. Sharon, on a clothes label, what does a picture of a hand mean?
Hand wash.
Correct. Habib, in chemistry, do alkalis turn litmus paper blue or red?
Blue.
Correct. Sandra, who played Moses in the 1956 religious epic, The Ten Commandments?
Don't know.
Charlton Heston. Bernard, in which card game is one of the aims to make Mel's canasta or whist?
Canasta.
Correct. Martin, apart from Charles, give one of the Prince of Wales' Christian names.
Henry.
Philip, Arthur or George? Karen, what is the fastest animal on land?
Cheetah.
Correct. Clive, which sport would you see played at the Oval and Lords?
Cricket.
Correct. Donna,
Bank.
in which Scottish city is the film Trainspotting mainly set?
Glasgow.
Edinburgh. Sharon, Vanessa May is an acclaimed player of which instrument?
Violin.
Correct. Habib, what is the term used to describe an animal that is active only at night?
Nocturnal.
Correct. Sandra, the Sears Tower, the tallest inhabited building in the United States, is in which city?
New York.
Chicago. Bernard, what is the surname of the former England rugby international brothers Rory and Tony?
No, never.
Underwood. Martin, what is the nationality of Stephen Roach, the winner of the 1987 Tour de France, American or Irish?
American.
Irish. Karen, what is the highest number that is called out in a standard game of bingo?
90.
Correct. Clive, Which sign of the zodiac sits between Gemini and Leo?
Libra.
Cancer. Donna.
Bank.
Which Russian tea wrote Anna Karenina?
Don't know.
Tolstoy. Sharon, which political party was Douglas Hurd a minister for?
Labour.
Conservative Party. Habib, in which American city is the Golden Gate Bridge?
San Francisco.
Correct. Sandra. It is traditional to kiss under which plant at Christmas?
Mistletoe.
Correct. Bernard. What is the currency of Japan?
The yen.
Correct.
Thanks.
Martin. According to tradition, all Cockneys must be born within earshot of what?
Bow bells.
Correct. Karen. In which local language is the city of Bilbao known as Bilbo?
Spanish.
Basque. Clive. Which chess piece is sometimes known as a rook?
Castle.
Correct. Donna.
Bank.
Is Norway a member of the European Union?
No.
Correct. Sharon. Is the Christian calendar, in the Christian calendar, which day falls 40 days after Easter Day?
Palm Sunday.
The answer is Ascension Day, but your time is up. And you won £170 in that round. 1,000, of course, was available. Think very carefully. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
The statistics for this round show that Sandra is the weakest link. She only got one question right, and she lost the team £150. The strongest link is Habib. But will the team have picked up on these details?
OK, pens down, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Donna.
Karen.
Sandra.
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 Karen.
Sandra.
Donna.
Karen. Why Sandra?
I felt she should have banked a bit sooner. She did actually get the question wrong, but I wanted her to have banked before she got that one wrong.
OK. Habib, why Sandra?
Again, you've got a bank, I think, especially the way we're playing at the moment.
Clive, why Sandra?
A little lack of self-confidence at this early stage doesn't bode well for future stages, I think.
Sandra, with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I was so full of confidence, I really thought I was going to get there at the end. I was not nervous, I knew everybody else's questions, but when it came to me, I knew them, but dithered, and that's why I'm out. I think Martin will go in the next round because he didn't show he was confident and he dithered quite a bit.
Round 3. You've won £290. You could have won 2,000. You are down to 7 players. You need to answer quickly. You need to answer correctly. You need to know when to bank. We're taking another 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Habib. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Habib, the Turner Prize is awarded in which field?
Literature.
Art. Bernard, name the Irish singer-songwriter whose albums include Astral Weeks and Moondance.
Van Morrison.
Correct. Martin, what name is given to the technique of growing plants without soil?
Pass.
Hydroponics. Karen, the Americans say faucet, the English say what?
Tap.
Correct. Clive, what is the most southerly county of the Republic of Ireland?
Cork.
Correct. Donna, which Shakespeare play featured the Capulets and the Montagues?
Romeo and Juliet.
Correct. Sharon.
Bank.
In which city is the Louvre Museum and Art Gallery?
Paris.
Correct. Habib, what is the shape of an Australian rules football pitch?
Circular.
Oval. Bernard, which former cabinet minister spent 4 months in prison last year for perjury?
Jonathan Aitken.
Correct. Martin, what was the first name of the Spanish surrealist painter Dali?
Don't know.
Salvador. Karen, were the Normans or the Saxons defeated during the Battle of Hastings in 1066?
The Saxons.
Correct. Clive, Which of the 7 deadly sins begins with the letter E?
Envy.
Correct. Donna.
Bank.
Which film sequel starring Arnold Schwarzenegger was subtitled Judgment Day?
Terminator 2.
Correct. Sharon. What is the capital of Poland?
No, sorry.
Warsaw. Habib. What was the first name of the novelist Nabokov?
Andre.
Vladimir. Bernard. What Z was a German airship of the early 20th century?
Zeppelin.
Correct. Martin. What is the name of the United Kingdom's Actors Union?
BAFTA.
Equity. Karen. What amount of money does the slang term a pony refer to?
£200.
£25. Clive. In the TV sitcom Friends, what is the name of the character played by Courtney Cox?
Monica.
Correct. Donna.
Bank.
In politics, who is Secretary of State for Northern Ireland?
Mo Molan.
Peter Mandelson. Sharon. Where is King Henry VIII buried?
Westminster Abbey.
Windsor Castle. Habib. Which engineering project did Britain and France first agree to build in 1875 and was finally opened in 1994?
Suez Canal.
Channel Tunnel. Bernard. What is 8 times 9?
27.
The answer is 72, Bernard. The time was up, not that it would have made any difference with your answer. Well, the £1,000 goes unclaimed yet again. You won 170 that time. Who's letting you down? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote who, frankly, is not up to the job. Please vote off the weakest link.
Will the team have noticed that Habib, although he was the strongest link in the last round, is the weakest link this time? But it's Martin who's lost the team the most money. Without knowing the statistics, how will the voting follow?
OK, pens down, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Habib.
Sharon.
Martin.
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 Habib.
Martin.
Right. So, Clive, why Martin?
Just a lack of general knowledge. It seemed to shine through in that round.
Donna, why Martin?
Because he got all or nearly all of his questions wrong.
Every single one wrong. On the other hand, Habib, you got every single one wrong and one more wrong. I mean, technically you were the weakest link, weren't you? So, Martin, with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Doing the walk of shame is not too good. It doesn't feel good. You're leaving behind, in my case, 6 other people who are going to go away with the money, and you know that you're walking away with nothing. In the next round, I think that Habib will go out. He's not answering questions very consistently at all. And as far as money's concerned, I don't think we're going to do any better than we've done so far.
Round 4, you've won £460 out of potential prize money of £3,000. There are 6 of you left. You've heaved off the less helpful. We are taking another 10 seconds off the clock. You now have just 2.5 minutes. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Clive. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Clive, I'm a Believer and Last Train to Clarksville were hits for which pop group?
The Monkees.
Correct. Donna, which D is the type of animal that Pavlov used to test his theory of the conditioned reflex?
Don't know.
Dogs. Sharon, which football team plays at home in the Main Road Stadium?
Don't know.
Manchester City. Habib, who wrote the line "To err is human, to forgive divine"?
William Shakespeare.
Alexander Pope. Bernard, which 20th century American president married Nancy Davis?
Roosevelt.
Ronald Reagan. Karen, what does the TV character Rab C. Nesbitt always wear under his jacket?
A string vest.
Correct.
Bang.
Clive, which is a type of grass, sugar beet or sugar cane?
Beet.
Sugar cane. Donna, with which ancient civilization's religion would you associate the Book of the Dead?
Don't know.
Egyptian. Sharon. Who co-starred with Dan Aykroyd in the comedy film Trading Places?
Don't know.
Eddie Murphy. Habib. Epistaxis is the medical term for bleeding from what part of the body?
Ear.
Nose. Bernard. In the nursery rhyme, how many blind mice were there?
3.
Correct. Karen. Which P is an artist who had both blue and rose periods of work?
Picasso.
Correct. Clive.
Bank.
What colour shirts did England wear in the 1966 World Cup final?
Red.
Correct. Donna.
Bank.
Which classical composer wrote the Pomp and Circumstance marches?
Don't know.
Elgar. Sharon. Which gardening presenter's novels include The Last Lighthouse Keeper?
Alan Titchmarsh.
Correct. Habib. In which 20th century decade were betting shops legalised in Britain?
60s.
Correct. Bernard, what
Bank.
name is given? What name is given to a bicycle made for two?
A bicycle.
Tandem.
Oh, tandem.
Karen, when it is 12 noon GMT in Britain, what is the time in Moscow?
2 p.m.
3 p.m. Clive, what name is given to the pack of cards used primarily in fortune telling?
Tarot.
Correct. Donna,
Bank.
who runs the motel in Robert Bloch's book Psycho?
Norman Bates.
Correct. Sharon, which rock group appeared in and played the music for the film Tommy?
The Who.
Correct. Okay, time is up, and with £1,000 available, you banked just £160. Who's the worst player who is consistently letting you down and who you would be happy to see the back of? It is time to vote off the weakest link.
For the first time in the game, Donna is the weakest link, having answered the most questions incorrectly. But for the third time in the game, Clive is the strongest link. However, will the voting follow the facts?
Okay, pens down, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Donna.
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 Habib.
Donna.
Sharon.
Bernard, why Donna?
She seems to be missing more questions than would need to.
Well, she got as many right as you, didn't she?
Last time, yes, I guess so.
And Sharon, why Donna?
I'm going with a sort of a gut feeling.
Oh, yeah.
I just felt she was slightly weaker than the rest of us.
Was it a gut feeling not to bank?
I forgot about that.
Donna, with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, I'm really annoyed about being voted off because I did just as well as everybody else. I think Habib should have been voted off because he didn't do as well as I did, and in previous rounds I did better than he did. I think in the next round Habib will more than likely go because I think that he is the weakest link.
Round 5. If you'd hit your targets, what you'd have in the bank by now would be £4,000, but you haven't got £4,000 in the bank, you've got £620 in the bank, and there are no excuses left. 5 players, another 10 seconds coming off the time. You've ditched all the slower members of the team. We will start with the strongest link from the last round, that's Clive. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Clive, Cavan Walks and the Albert Dock are among which city's tourist attractions?
Liverpool.
Correct. Sharon, because of its shape, what is the popular name for the fruit carambola?
Starfruit.
Correct.
Bank.
Habib, in fashion, what does the French phrase pret-a-porter mean?
Ready to wear.
Correct. Bernard, who played Jasper Carrot's partner in The Detectives?
Pass.
Robert Powell. Karen, which British playwright wrote Dr. Faustus and Tamburlaine the Great?
I'm sorry.
Christopher Marlowe. Clive, which pop singer's hits include Delilah and What's New Pussycat?
Tom Jones.
Correct. Sharon, what title is held by the Scottish counterpart of an English mayor?
Don't know.
Provost. Habib, what is the lightest weight in British professional boxing?
Bantam.
Flyweight. Bernard, what is the name of the wife of the former Philippine president renowned for her vast collection of shoes?
Imelda Marcos.
Correct. Karen.
Bank.
What is a wide-sleeved Japanese robe called?
Kimono.
Correct. Clive, with which instrument would you associate Nigel Kennedy?
Violin.
Correct. Sharon.
Bank.
Hemingway's For Whom the Bell Tolls was set during which war?
Spanish Civil War.
Correct. Habib. From which building was the BBC's first regular TV service transmitted November the 2nd, 1936?
Alexander House.
Alexander Palace. Bernard. Who is the current Foreign Secretary?
Robin Cook.
Correct. Karen. Who was the Archbishop of Canterbury murdered during the reign of King Henry II?
Thomas à Becket.
Correct. Clive.
Bank.
Which English motorway is 117 miles long in one direction, 120 in the other?
The M25.
Correct. Sharon. In music, Lemmy is the lead singer of which heavy metal band?
Motorhead.
Correct.
Bank.
Habib, if your ears are burning, what is traditionally supposed to mean?
Somebody's talking about you.
Correct. Bernard. Who directed the film 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Stanley Kubrick.
Correct. Karen.
Bank.
In what type of shop did the Great Fire of London start?
A bakery.
Correct. Clive. Which Disney character was used as a nickname for Tony Blair?
The Lion King.
The time's up. Not the Lion King, Clive. Bambi. And another £1,000 target has passed you by. You won £270 in that round. Who is now seriously holding you back? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Will the team have noticed that statistically Habib is the weakest link with the least amount of correct answers, although he did bank the most money? Once again, Clive is the strongest link. But who will the team vote off?
OK, pens down, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Clive.
Habib.
Sharon.
Habib.
Bernard.
OK, Karen, why Habib?
I think the pressure's on now and it's getting a tough one to choose, but I had to go for Habib in the end.
Sharon, why Habib?
Like Karen said, it's getting harder to choose people, and maybe Habib was just unlucky.
Habib, with 2 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
As the cards were turned over, during the early rounds I expected it to be me, and the more it wasn't me, the more I expected to go further. So when it was finally me, it hurt a bit more than it should have really. I think it will be Bernard next. I voted for Bernard in that round because he took too much time.
Round 6, you could have won £5,000 by now. You've won just 890. 4 of you left. We are cutting another 10 seconds from your time. We're going to start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Clive. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Clive, which footballing knight played professionally until he was 50 years old?
Stanley Matthews.
Correct. Sharon, which mountain range divides Chile and Argentina?
Don't know.
The Andes. Bernard, in which pastime might you use a gaff or a priest?
Fishing.
Correct. Karen, what relation are actors Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen?
The brothers.
Correct. Clive, which poisonous gas is emitted from car exhaust pipes?
Carbon monoxide.
Correct. Sharon.
Bank.
Wilhelmina was queen of which European country from 1890 to 1948?
Holland.
Correct. Bernard.
Bank.
Who has hosted an evening Radio 1 music show for over 20 years?
No.
John Peel. Karen, in which decade did the British general strike occur?
1920s.
Correct. Clive, in netball, what is the longest time that a player can hold the ball?
5 seconds.
3 seconds. Sharon, which actress was John W. Hinckley Jr. trying to impress when he shot President Reagan in 1980?
Jodie Foster.
Correct. Bernard, when was the British £1 coin introduced?
1972.
1983. Karen, what is optics the study of?
The eyes.
Light. Clive, the song Don't Cry For Me, Argentina comes from which musical?
Evita.
Correct. Sharon, what is the common name for the star Sirius?
The dog star.
Correct. Bernard, which female South African runner became famous for running with bare feet?
Zola Budd.
Correct. Karen.
Bank.
In the game of dominoes, what is the most amount of spots there are on a single domino?
12.
Correct. Clive, name the Holy Book of Islam.
The Quran.
Correct. Sharon.
Bank.
How much is a first-class stamp?
27 pence.
Correct. Bernard, what type of animal is a curlew?
Bird.
That was the correct answer, but I can't accept it because the time was up. You got £270 out of the 1,000 you could have won in that round. Who's got to go? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
For the first time in the game, Sharon is the strongest link. She got 4 correct answers and banked the most money. Also for the first time, Bernard is the weakest link with the least correct answers. Will the team's votes reflect the facts?
OK, pens down, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Karen.
Bernard.
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 Clive, why Bernard?
Well, I think he had some tough questions, but there's no room for prisoners on this bus.
No.
Prisoners?
You're improving by the minute, aren't you, Clive?
I'd like to think so.
Sharon, why Bernard?
I thought he was maybe a bit hesitant, and we can't afford to waste any time. If you don't know the answer, that's it.
And Bernard, with 3 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I think Sharon should be standing here. I think that she is the weak link. She doesn't seem to have the necessary database. I think that Sharon should be voted off in the next round, and that would be fair.
Round 7, team. You have £1,160 out of the 6,000 you could have won. 3 of you are left. Another 10 seconds is coming off the clock. We're going to start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Sharon. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Sharon, Jamie Lee Curtis and Arnold Schwarzenegger played husband and wife in what film?
True Lies.
Correct. Karen, in computing, what does IT stand for?
Information technology.
Correct. Clive, Kurt Cobain was the lead singer in which rock band?
Nirvana.
Correct.
Bank.
Sharon, name the Native American woman who married a colonist in 1614 and died in England.
Pocahontas.
Correct. Karen, what name was given to the first battle for the skies in 1940?
Battle of Britain.
Correct. Clive, Ilex is the Latin name for which Christmas shrub?
Holly.
Correct. Sharon, who wrote Winnie the Pooh books?
A. Milne.
Correct. Karen.
Bank.
Which Spanish king and queen financed Christopher Columbus's first voyage?
King Philip of Spain.
Ferdinand and Isabella. Clive, what disease does the BCG vaccine prevent?
Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease.
Tuberculosis. Sharon, which Australian shot to fame as Crocodile Dundee?
Paul Hogan.
Correct. Karen, what term is used for a person whose profession is to calculate insurance risks and premiums?
A loss adjuster.
An actuary. Clive, in 1994, Michael Jackson married the daughter of whom?
Elvis Presley.
Correct. Sharon, who was the Conservative candidate for this year's London mayoral election?
Don't know.
Stephen Norris. Karen, how many Olympic Games were cancelled because of World War II?
2.
Correct. Clive, in the opera, what city was Figaro the barber of?
Seville.
Correct. Sharon, in nautical terms, which side of a ship is referred to as the port side?
Left.
Correct. Karen, Dawn French is married to which comedian?
Lenny Henry.
Correct. Clive, in which D.H. Lawrence novel was Constance the main character?
Lady Chatterley's lover.
Correct. Sharon. Right, the time is up. £350 you banked. So another £1,000 target missed. Now, Let me tell you about round 8. You get the chance to treble what you bank, and that means in the next round there's £3,000 to be won. The question is, whose time is up? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In this round, statistically, Sharon is once again the strongest link. The weakest link is Karen, with the least correct answers, but she did bank the team the most money. However, it's the votes that count.
OK, pens down, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Clive.
Sharon.
Karen.
Well, we have a tie between Karen, Clive and Sharon. One vote each. Karen, why Clive?
It's tough now, but I did get one wrong and probably a bit hesitant, but it's such a tough decision at this stage.
Clive, why Sharon?
She's had a couple of good rounds, but overall performance, I think, and strategy at this stage of the game, I think, too.
Because she was the strongest link.
I'm sure she was.
Sharon, why Karen?
It's getting hard to choose. There's only two, and maybe Karen was slightly weaker.
You are the strongest link from the last round. You have the casting vote. Who would you rather get rid of? You don't have to say the same person who you've written there. You can decide now between Karen or Clive.
Karen.
Karen? Sharon wants to get rid of you. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
So near. It could have gone anyway then in the end. I mean, obviously at the end there, I didn't want to make eye contact with Sharon because I thought, pick Clive, but she didn't. There you go, it's just one of those things. Anne Robinson is so scary. She is just like the worst school teacher that you ever had in your life. And honestly, I was really frightened of her. And every time she, I thought, oh, we're in here, Liverpool girls together. No chance. I think Clive will get it. He's a bright man. I think he's got the edge over Sharon. That's why I voted for him.
Round 8. You've won £1,510. You could by now, of course, have won 7,000. Sharon and Clive, just two of you left. There is no opportunity to hang around. The time you have is just 90 seconds, but whatever you win in this round will be trebled and added to your total to make up your final prize money. £3,000 is at stake in this round. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Sharon. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Sharon, how many square inches are there in 1 square foot?
Don't know.
144. Clive, Venice Beach is in which US state?
California.
Correct. Sharon, name the nostril located on top of a whale's head.
Blowhole.
Correct. Clive, who is traditionally regarded as the patron saint of travellers?
St. Christopher.
Correct.
Bank.
Sharon, in which film does Julia Roberts fall in love with Hugh Grant?
Notting Hill.
Correct. Clive, which disinfectant and bleaching agent has the chemical formula H2O2?
Ammonia.
Hydrogen peroxide. Sharon, which tax was replaced in 1994 by the council tax?
Poll tax.
Yes. Clive, what beetle taps wood as its mating call?
The stag beetle.
Death Watch. Sharon, what type of food is a baguette?
It's a type of bread.
Correct. Clive, the East River separates Brooklyn and Queens from which New York island?
Manhattan.
Correct. Sharon, which member of the royal family holds the title Great Steward of Scotland?
Prince Charles.
Correct. Clive,
Bank.
what number do you get if you add a score to a gross?
164.
Correct. Sharon, the Beaufort scale is used to measure what?
Wind.
Correct. Clive, which bird lays the largest eggs?
The ostrich.
Correct. Sharon, how many years of marriage does the diamond wedding anniversary celebrate?
50.
60. Clive, what element is used Time is up. I can't complete the question, and you didn't make it to 1,000. You won £200. But we'll treble that and add it to the winnings from the previous rounds. That means prize money today of £2,110. But only one of you could take that money away. You will be playing against each other head to head. I will ask alternate questions. It is the best of 5. Whoever answers the most correctly wins. It is as simple as that. If there's a tie after 5, we'll go for sudden death until we have a winner. So Sharon and Clive, £2,110. Let's play the weakest link. Sharon, as the strongest link in the last round, you have the choice of who goes first.
I'll go first.
Step forward. You don't have to worry about the clock. The Clifton Suspension Bridge spans which British river?
7.
The Avon. Step forward, Clive. The scallion is an alternative name for which salad vegetable?
Onion.
The spring onion. Sharon. Course is one of the 2 freshwater categories of angling. Which is the other?
Stream.
Fly fishing. Clive. What pop group covered the Bee Gees' song Tragedy in 1998?
Steps.
Correct. Sharon, to catch up, you have to answer this question correctly. Which gemstone is traditionally given on a 55th wedding anniversary?
Opal.
The answer is emerald. Clive. Which comic book detective was played on the big screen by Warren Beatty?
Dick. Tracy. Dick Tracy.
That is the correct answer. Sharon. Clive has answered 2 questions correctly. To stay in the game, you need to answer this question correctly. What would you ring if you were a campanologist? Take your time. Get it wrong, and Clive walks away with £2,110.
No, it's gone. No.
The answer is bells. That means, Clive, you are today's strongest link, and you go away with £2,110. Sharon, you leave with nothing. You've been watching The Weakest Link. Goodbye.
The money just slipped through my hands. You know, I wanted to win, and when I saw those crosses, I thought, oh, I just can't seem to answer anything at all. I was just mad. I'll go home and have a cry later on.
On the day, I think I was the strongest link. Were I asked, do I think I deserve to win, I would have to answer yes. Modesty aside, yes, I think I did.